we started developing the PECS protocol in 1985, and then started realizing we needed to provide training and support for people elsewhere to implement PECS. We opened the company in 1992, and we operated it out of our living room with one telephone, one computer, and a lot of Velcro. We never expected the company to grow as big as it is, to have consultants all over the United States and in 10 countries around the world. That's been a huge surprise to us. We have a lot of frequent flyer miles.
Well, we've been very excited over the last 10, 20 years about the expansion of pyramid companies around the world. I think we anticipated the growth of pyramid within the United States. We realized every state had students that we could help and families that we could help. So we relatively quickly started to get consultants in all parts of the United States. One of our consultants, one of the first consultants who worked with us, Ann Overcash, she's actually provided training in all 50 states. One day we got a phone call from somebody in England. Sue Baker, a psychologist over there, got in touch with us and said, "Would you like to come to England and do training?" And we said, "Oh, that sounds like an interesting trip." And she was so excited about what we did, and the feedback she got about the training was so positive that she asked if she could become a consultant. So we gradually started to build a company in England around Sue, and more consultants over there. We then started to work with people in Australia and Canada, eventually Japan as well. We now have companies in Germany, France, Greece,
Spain, Romania,
and soon to be Brazil.
And
so
Poland.
And Poland as well. So the expansion has been very exciting. And so I anticipate over the next 10, 20 years that more people in other countries around the world will want to provide training. One of the reasons I think things have been successful is that children essentially are the same around the world. A child with autism in New York City is the same as a child with autism in Tokyo or Paris. And the system works just as effectively with children around the world. We do need consultants in individual countries because they need to be culturally sensitive. The things that children ask for in Japan are very different than what they may ask for in the United States. How to do the training, how to support parents and staff also needs to be sort of a local issue.
We look forward to continuing to help kids throughout the world by bringing PECS to their families, to their educators, to the schools, and into the community. So I love that kids in Japan can ask for okonomiyaki, and in France they can ask for a croissant, and in the United States they can ask for a hamburger.
I think the other thing that we're looking forward to is because we develop PECS in a program for students with autism, PECS has sometimes been very closely aligned with just autism. But there is a great deal of research showing that PECS is effective with children and adults with other disabilities and communication issues. So we know that the strategy could be helpful for children who have visual impairments or have developmental disabilities or physical impairments. So I'm looking forward to the continued research showing the wide range of situations which PECS and the pyramid approach will be effective.